Hey everyone, I thought I would go ahead and create a video to explain how to do the chapter quizzes and what exactly I'm looking for on them. So these chapter quizzes are, of course, going to be for most of the chapters that we do in this semester. Chapter 6 won't have one because it's a filler chapter. There's not much to it that we couldn't get otherwise. But it will be included on the midterm, but not on a chapter quiz. And chapter 14 will not have a chapter quiz either because it's the last chapter we cover, so it's going to be on the final exam. Okay, so there are three parts to these quizzes. The first part is pretty straightforward. It's the multiple choice and true and false questions. You could probably get by doing these by reading the textbook, would probably help you the best on them. The second part is the primary document assignment. When you open the quiz, you should be able to scroll down to that part and you'll see it. It's a document that you will have to click on the little link and then open it up, and you read that primary document. And that a primary document is something that is written at the time that we are talking about. So you kind of are trying to interpret it yourself, figure out what it's saying. And that's really what I'm looking for when you answer the questions on it, is trying to test your understanding of it. So there's not really going to be specifically right and wrong answers on a lot of these questions. It's really, you just need to give the answer your best ability, answer it to your best ability anyway, and give me as much information as you can on each question. But yes, it's just really trying to gauge your understanding of the primary documents that we use for history. A lot of our information that we get, is from something that is written by the people that we're studying, and that's what primary documents usually are. And then that's the second part. The third part is the essay. All of the essay questions for the chapter quizzes are going to be found on your study guides. So these first ones, the first chapters 1 through 5 quizzes, you'll see those essay questions on the midterm study guide. So you can be looking at those ahead of time if you want to. What I would suggest is that because the chapter quizzes are not timed, you can open them and then come back and finish them later. So if you want, you can go ahead, open them, get the essay question, and then you can go and write your answer in a Microsoft Word document, and then copy and paste your answer into the quiz if you want to, so that you can go back and review the information and put the answer into the format you want it to. And as far as what I'm looking for in these essay questions, it's not going to be huge, especially on the quiz portion. I just want to gauge your understanding of the material we're covering. So I want you to just answer the question as fully as you can. And since you're going to have these questions ahead of time, so they're going to be the same essay questions that are found on the midterm, and then for the next half of our semester on the final exam, we'll have a similar study guide with questions and everything. What that means is that on the quizzes, you can, answer a certain way. But when it comes time for the midterm or final, when you're answering the essay portion, if you use a question that you've already answered on one of the quizzes, you need to elaborate more on it. I don't want you just using the same thing that you did on a quiz. I want it to be a little bit more that you've kind of given more effort into it and done a little bit more studying about it when it comes time for the exams. So with that being said, you will have the opportunity to use the same question again on the exam, but it needs to be more, if that makes sense. Other things about the quizzes. You get 2 chances to take them. They're not timed. That's one of the reasons I say you can, open it up and come back. But you do have the due dates. So make sure you're keeping up with the due dates. And you can write that essay in a Microsoft Word document and copy and paste it into your quiz for later. I hope that helps you and kind of clears it up a little bit more. If you have any other questions about the quizzes, please email me. I want to make sure that everyone is clear about how to do them and what I expect on them, so on and so forth. Hope everyone's week is going okay, and I'll see you guys later.